So here we go, how to do an oil change on a 1983 Honda Nighthawk 550 or Honda CB550 SC. It's pretty simple, doing this myself for the first time. So let's begin. The tools you need literally is 12mm socket, 17mm socket, 12mm socket for the oil filter location, and 17mm for the actual oil drain. And then you have your oil filter with all the seals, and that's your part number. And to keep things clean, you need an oil drain pan or something that can catch your oil while you're draining it, and dirty rags. It's always a good idea to keep a piece of cardboard right under the bike so that in case if your oil drips, it's not making a mess in your garage or place you're working. So first thing you do, take off the cap where you fill the oil. As you can see, it's pretty black and messy, so let it keep it on the side there. So pretty much all the tools that you need for this is actually in the bike itself, right under the seat on the left hand side. You see here, you twist it upwards, turn that and slide it open. This is your tool location. It's like a small storage compartment as well. If you don't have the tools in there, you can actually store something else like your ownership or whatnot. So get your 17mm right there and then loosen it up. So it looks like the bolt is stuck. One way to get it out is heat up the surrounding of the bolt, not the actual bolt itself. The whole idea is to expand the metal around it so it can come loose. You need to be careful that you might set the bike up on fire, so be very careful when you do this. Okay, it should do it. Let's give it a try. Oops. So this is where your filter is located, right here, and socket you want is 12mm right here. So both the nuts were a little bit stuck, so I had to use a little bit of extra power to get them out. So finally this came loose as well. And also I ended up Also, I ended up breaking the extension. There you go. All right. Looks pretty clean for the year 83, and this is a filter that we're going to take off and put a new one in. And the spring that holds that tight into the frame, so that keep it safe. Drain out any excess oil right there. This is a part number. You can get it from Canadian Tire, CH6009. That comes with one actual filter and two of those O-rings that need to be replaced. You can use this flathead screwdriver to get off the older seal out, the O-ring out, and then take your new O-ring, lubricate it with some oil right there, put it back in right in place. And now the small one, this right here, goes over here. Again, let's take that out. That's your old one, and the new one. Again, a little bit of oil goes right in. Now once it's out, might as well give it a good clean. A little bit of paper towel will come in handy for that. So that is clean. Let's clean the inside of the actual filter holder here. This goes back in, right through. So the spring goes back in, and then the filter. There's no particular direction to it, so you can put it either way. That's tightened up. The one thing that we need to do is wipe it out clean, that way in case it drips, you don't want to confuse it as it is an oil leak. Give it a good clean right in the bottom. Clean all the excess oil that is going to drip. Good to go. Now we'll put the oil drain plug back in. So the oil that I'm using is 3 quarts. The capacity, oil engine oil capacity of this particular motor, that's a 550cc, is 3 quarts or 2.89 liters. So that's SAE 10W40 oil for 4-cylinder engines. So you need 3 bottles here of 1 liter each. We'll check the measurement with the dipstick as we go. Alright, so let's keep going. So first you need a funnel. That's 2 liters. Now go with half the 3rd bottle, and then we check the level and then we fill up again. Okay, let's check the oil level. First you clean out the dipstick, drop it right in, take it back. Looks like that's enough. Put the cover back on and then you're good to go. Now to clean up to dispose of the dirty oil, you can use the empty container of the new oil that you just used, and that's it. Now let's start it up and see if there's any leaks. All good. So that's how you change engine oil on a Honda CB550 Nighthawk